welcome to a new edition of the Stoneman Diaries. I'm Annie Bond, and I've been channeling from Stoneman for, 23, 24 years or so. And so, as always, I'll be interested in what he has to say today. And I have a question from Victoria, and you can see behind me I have these Koshi chimes, and she has seen me teach when I'm not channeling from Stoneman, and they don't seem to move, and yet they move when I'm channeling from Stoneman. And so she wants to know, what are you trying to tell us regarding the Koshi chimes behind me? Look at that. They're really moving now. And the door's closed. There's no cross current in here. We want to tell you that we're here. We know you. If you allow yourself, you're going to feel us. You shut down your feeling sense more than you know, but open yourself to feel our presence, because we are here. And I've always thought the Stoneman Diaries are actually connecting to a council of Hathors, so there's more than one, and different ones come in at different times, and sometimes there's more than one. Today we have 5, he's saying. And so thank you for alerting us via the Koshi chimes that you were here and reminding me to tune into my clairsentience. I tend to be in my head a lot, so clairsentience is a harder one of my clairs. The teaching transmission for this channel is to remember to tune into how you feel to strengthen your clairsentience. So here's an interesting question from Richard. Is ethereal love, and ethereal love meaning it's otherworldly, it's sort of transcendent, the same as unconditional love? Or does ethereal love offer a deeper spiritual connection when directed to another human being? I guess what he's asking is if he went into his transcendent, more spiritual alignment idea of love, more in the sixth sense, is that more powerful than if he gave the person unconditional love? They're not dissimilar because unconditional love comes from a very, very high place. You can't send unconditional love if you're feeling conditional. I think that the difference could be that there could be a more of a soul connection in ethereal love connection than necessarily an unconditional love, because you could give unconditional love to a person who you're not in a soul contract with, whereas in ethereal love you're more likely to feel the connection, the sense of the sacred in that connection, part of a soul group even. Okay, so the rest of today I want to really ask questions around the healing of the glands. And this has come up for me a fair amount because acupuncture only works on the meridians and not the glands, and yet Stoneman is constantly urging me to work with the glands, find practices for the glands. And so let me start by asking Stoneman, why are the glands so important? They direct the entire program of your heart, your feelings, your emotions, your love, your hormones. The glands control every fiber of your being in terms of connection to others. Interesting. It's the endocrine system. So, what about the glands versus the meridians? What is the difference there? The meridians are true to their nature in that they will work to manage the health of, let's say, the lungs or the liver. And they have work to do. The meridians have work to do to clear these functions. It's extremely functional. Whereas the glands hold a different purpose. They're so nuanced. They enable you to engage in an emotional way with the world. They enable you to have feelings around other people. They enable you to have your babies. They are key to your holistic self, your well-being. They need to be in flow for your well-being. The teaching transmission for this channel is that the meridians are true to their nature. They work to manage the organs. The glands enable you to engage in an emotional way with the world. So it's a different system then. The meridians flow off the spine. Is that right? And the glands, what system do they flow off of? The meridians are spinal. That is their source of expertise, even. They understand the program around which they are charged. It's very clear cut. The glands, however, are very tuned into source, to God, to creation, to the center line of your being, your central axis, yes, your pranic tube, yes, but the deeper sense is that they are what make you are human. You human as a consciousness. They affect your consciousness of being human. And so knowing your glands are in harmony is knowing you are in well-being, and working for well-being is an extremely important part of your process on Earth. So is there a general weakening for humans of glands because there's so much focus on meridians through acupuncture, Tai Chi, Qigong, and that sort of thing? It's not that there's a weakening, it's just that they're misunderstood. There's not a priority of them. So people go to acupuncture, which is all perfectly fine to get their liver clear or what have you, but the glands hold a different purpose, as we've been discussing, and so the strengthening of your glands comes from a different process, and that process of strengthening your glands comes from a deeper understanding of your energy body, just like acupuncture is a deeper understanding of your meridian system. Your energy body is very involved with the health of your glands. And as I have said before, the health of the elements, earth, fire, water, air, and ether, in each single one of the glands is a very profound starting point for the process of well-being in every single gland. The overview transmission for this channel is that the glands are aligned with God. They affect your consciousness of being human. If in balance, you have well-being. The organs work with the meridians in the spine. They're also important, of course. The glands work with source and are based on your energy body. The glands affect your consciousness of being human. Okay, I'll come back to that. What about yoga? Does that work on the glands? Some yoga is very good for the glands. The Vipassana yoga is a very nice meridian-based yoga, but it carries help for the glands on the way, along the way. There are yin yogas. The yin yogas are closer to gland clearing. And so that actually leads me to a question. Are the meridians more yang and the glands more yin? Well, top level, no, because you need the glands in yin and yang balance. You need the meridians in yin and yang balance. But on a deeper level, it is the disconnect from the yin on the planet that has weakened the glands. And because you need yin and yang in equal balance, so disrespect of the earth, disrespect of the mother, the material earth has depleted the health of your glands. The applied transmission for this channel is about yoga for the glands. Yin yoga is closer to what is needed for gland clearing. Vipassana is also good, but yin yoga is better for the glands. The teaching transmission for this channel is that it is the weakening of the connection to yin on the planet that has weakened the glands. What is the best clearing and balancing for the endocrine system glands? Well, here we sing a song and a dance because we're very glad you're at this point. You want to sing a song to each gland to each element in each gland. It's the elements in the glands. It's the elements in the glands. I ask earth, fire, water, air, and ether to come into highest possible balance and harmony in my pineal gland. Something like that. Yeah, but you could bring it higher. And you'll end up in a very low vibration. You're going to go down. So as I taught you the other day, a wonderful healing for your glands is do, a deer, a female deer, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Oh. I've gone out on a limb with this, but when I think of it, I've been trying to do do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do for 5 minutes. And I do get an incredible sense of renewed vitality. There's just no question about it. I could be exhausted and I am 80% revived. The overview transmission for this channel is that balancing the elements in each gland is a great starting point for harmonizing the glands: earth, fire, water, air, and ether. The resonant transmission for this channel is to sound the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then invite the elements to each note. I ask the sacred elements, earth, fire, water, air, and ether, to come into equal balance and harmony in each note, one at a time. So you're adding something onto that, though. You're asking us to sound that scale and then identify each sound with a gland and enable the elements to spin that gland into high vibration healing. And I know you're going to need some time to map it out, but do that. And next time you come, we will take this further, but start with do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then ask the elements. I ask the sacred elements, earth, fire, water, air, and ether, to come into their highest possible balance, relationship, harmony, and vibration on each one of those notes and to each relating gland. Oh, I feel a lot of energy going to my thyroid. I ask the sacred elements, earth, fire, water, air, and ether, to please come into their highest possible balance, relationship, harmony, and vibration with each note of the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And each corresponding gland, come into your highest possible balance, relationship, harmony, and vibration. Very, very, very deep. I can feel the energy going down pretty much through my center line, but working hard on my adrenals, which tend to be exhausted. My pancreas, I think, had been at my thyroid. Very strong. So Stoneman's saying they're excited because this is a pathway to harmony that you haven't understood before. And it will bring great equanimity and joy to your life and all those who practice it. That's it for now. That will be done. Thank you. The overview transmission for this channel is to connect each note of the scale to a gland. Do connects to the gonads or the sexual organs. Re connects to the adrenals. Mi connects to the pancreas. Far, the thymus. So, the thyroid. La, the pituitary. Ti, the hypothalamus. Do, the pineal. The teaching transmission for this channel is to harmonize the glands. You want to tone out loud. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Next, say to yourself or out loud, I ask the sacred elements to come into equal balance at each one of these notes. And I ask all to also come into equal balance with a corresponding note for each gland. To explore this transmission more deeply, you'll find a transmission worksheet linked in the show notes. If this channel resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to help more people discover this work. And if you have a question for Stoneman, there's also a link below where you can send it in. I'd love to hear from you.